Many people believe attraction is always obvious, but in reality, some of the strongest feelings are expressed in the most subtle ways. When a woman secretly finds a man attractive, her reactions often appear small, almost invisible, yet they reveal a lot about what is happening beneath the surface. These signals are rarely planned. They come from instinct, emotion, and the natural human desire to connect. One interesting reaction appears in the way conversations unfold. Sometimes a woman may begin explaining things you never asked about. She might suddenly talk about her weekend plans, clarify something about her schedule, or explain a situation before anyone questions it. This happens because attraction often creates a gentle sense of self-awareness. Her mind is quietly seeking approval and connection, even if she doesn't consciously realize it. It is not about defending herself, but about making sure she is understood. Another subtle change can happen in her voice. When people feel emotionally engaged, their vocal tone can shift without them noticing. A woman who feels attracted may speak a little faster at first, then slow down as she becomes more comfortable. Sometimes her voice softens or becomes slightly lower. These changes are simply the body responding to emotional excitement and trying to regain balance. It's a natural response when someone's presence creates a spark of interest. Attraction can also create an interesting mix of agreement and playful challenge. At first, she might laugh at your ideas, nod along, or show clear agreement. Then, moments later, she might question something you said or tease you about it. This doesn't necessarily mean conflict. Often it reflects curiosity and emotional engagement. Her mind is exploring the interaction, testing the rhythm of the conversation, and trying to understand the dynamic between the two of you. Even small movements can reveal hidden feelings. Instead of touching her hair or adjusting her clothes, she might start playing with nearby objects. She could tap a glass, rotate her phone, or move something on the table again and again. These tiny actions can be a way for the body to release nervous energy when someone's presence creates excitement or tension. These moments may look ordinary, but together they create a quiet pattern. When you learn to notice them, conversations start to reveal far more than words alone ever could. As attraction grows, emotions often become harder to explain with clear words. A woman might start using vague or expressive language instead of precise descriptions. She may say something like, "You're kind of different," or "This feels unusual in a good way." In these moments, she is not necessarily trying to be mysterious. Often, she is simply trying to describe a feeling that appeared before she had time to analyze it. Attraction can bypass logic, creating emotions that are felt more strongly than they are understood. Another subtle sign can appear in how she manages physical space. During a conversation, she may lean slightly closer, then shift back again after a moment. Later, she might turn her body toward you, only to change position again a few seconds later. This movement is not confusion. It is a natural way people test comfort and connection. Our instincts quietly measure distance, energy, and emotional safety when we feel drawn to someone. Sometimes attraction also appears through unexpected topics. A woman might casually mention another man she knows, perhaps a coworker, an old friend, or someone who recently messaged her. While it may sound like a simple comment, she may also be paying close attention to your reaction. People naturally observe how others respond to social situations, especially when emotions are involved. This curiosity often comes from a desire to understand how confident, calm, or secure someone feels. Playful teasing can be another interesting signal. When someone feels comfortable and intrigued at the same time, humor often becomes a safe way to express interest. Her sarcasm may sound slightly sharp, but the tone usually carries a light, playful energy rather than real criticism. Teasing allows conversation to feel exciting while also protecting emotions. It creates a moment where both people can explore attraction without needing to state it directly. These behaviors are rarely deliberate strategies. Most of them happen automatically, guided by emotion and instinct. When you notice them, the key is not to overanalyze every detail, but simply to remain relaxed and present in the moment. Calm confidence and genuine attention often create the safest environment for meaningful connection to grow. There is also a moment many people miss completely. Sometimes a woman will look at you when she believes you are not paying attention. This is very different from normal eye contact during conversation. Instead, it happens when you are focused on something else or speaking with someone nearby. In that quiet moment, she may observe how you carry yourself, how you interact with others, and how comfortable you seem in your environment. These quick glances often come from natural curiosity and interest. Another subtle sign appears in memory. When someone feels emotionally drawn to a person, the brain begins to highlight small details that might normally be forgotten. She may remember something simple you mentioned earlier, the way you described a story, or even the time you arrived somewhere. These details might seem unimportant to you, yet they stay in her mind because the moment created a stronger emotional impression. Human attraction is rarely dramatic or obvious. More often, it appears through tiny behaviors that happen naturally when someone feels intrigued, comfortable, or curious about another person. Voice changes, small movements, playful teasing, and unexpected memories are all ways the mind and body respond when interest quietly grows. Understanding these signals is not about trying to control or manipulate interactions. Instead, it helps us become more aware of the emotional language people express without words. When we slow down and pay attention, we begin to see that communication is happening all the time, even in silence. The most important thing to remember is that genuine connection grows best in an atmosphere of respect, calm confidence, and authenticity. When you remain relaxed, attentive, and kind, conversations become easier, and people feel more comfortable showing their true reactions. Often, the strongest connections develop not because someone tries too hard, but because they simply allow the moment to unfold naturally.